Very exciting day. Today we're going to drill for a well. This is going to be good. So guys, the day has finally come. We're going to install the well today. Really exciting. We've been waiting for this for over a month now. It's taken some time to get the approval for it, but approval's in. They're here to install. Really exciting. We estimate that we're going to go down around 60 meters, which is nearly 200 feet. So hopefully we're going to find some good water there. Exciting. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be loud, but hopefully we can have some good water after this.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
159. No? 160.
We decided to install the well in this area here, which made the most sense. And we also have a septic tank in this area as well. Countries have specific codes about how far a well needs to be away from a septic tank. Our land is not that big enough to be further away, but in Mongolia, well water is not really for drinking. It's just for supplying water to the house and cleaning and showering and all those types of things. It's not going to be the main drinking water. So that's why we don't really have to worry about a septic tank and a well on the same property. So they stopped at the moment. I can show you, this is the drill bit. It's connected on here, and then it has this like ramming down. So they're going to go down with the smaller poles first, and then after that they're going to install the bigger poles. Nice to see the drill up close before it really gets noisy. So the reason why we are putting the well here, as I said, is that upstairs we have those 500-gallon blue water tanks. So we need to feed the water into those, as we don't have a pressurized tank, which is quite difficult to find in Mongolia at the moment. We found pressure tanks which are for central heating, which you could probably use, but it doesn't have pressure switches. So we're looking into that. That's something that we're going to do when we do the renovations, do the build. But we have come out 3 meters, since we would like to build from that wall all the way around here and across the rest of the house about 2 meters out, so that we can have a passage, we can have some storage space and all the water and electricity inside. So that's the reason we're putting it there for now. I was trying to explain about a pitless adapter is installed and connected directly to the pipe, but about 1.5 to 2 meters below the ground, beneath the frost line. Because if you're going to a pressurized tank, the water inside the pipe between the well and the pressurized tank is always full. If we don't have that and we're coming out the top of the well to a pressurized tank, there will always be water in the pipe, and as I said, Mongolia is -40 in the winter. That will all just freeze up. So a pressureless tank system won't work unless you have a pitless adapter installed beneath the frost line, which these companies don't install that. They don't do that system here in Mongolia. We have to do that ourselves. So that will be after the winter, in the spring, when we have this room built up and we go for a pressureless tank. So if you don't have a pressureless tank, the well pumps the water up into the storage container, and then when the well pump turns off, the water goes back down into the well so it doesn't freeze. And then we have another pump upstairs which we can pump the water to the rest of the house to have water pressure. So solving one problem, another problem, and we'll solve it, and we'll get another problem and we'll solve it. But this is stage 1. Those 500-liter holding tanks don't last very long when you are washing the dishes, and having showers. So with the well, we can at least have those tanks filled up all the time, so we don't run out of water and have to order it, and they come and deliver it every single time. So that will be nice. Yes. So what they're doing now is they're adding on more of these pipes. So what they do is they drill down 3-4 meters, they drill down, and then they bring the drill back up, they add on another pipe which they weld at the bottom, and then they drive that pipe down the hole, and then they will continue the process, keep drilling more down, keep adding more pipe. Now they're preparing to drive down the next section of piping. Long process. Now they're adding on the next piece of pipe. They're going to keep on drilling and putting in more pipe until they get to rock, and then they will stop using the pipes. And then they're just going to keep drilling down until we find water. So we have 24 meters of pipe, and that will get us down to rock. So every time they drill, they're looking at the soil until we get to rock. Then we don't need to use the big pipes anymore, and they can just keep on drilling through the rock until we find water. 12. So that's 12 meters.
Already.
12 meters of pipe they still need to put in before we get to rock, before we can drill to water. Woo! It's a big job.
Yeah.
This spider here.
Oh!
A little bit of water. Now it's not just sand and clay, now it's getting a bit wet. Fantastic. So definitely the ground composition has changed. So now we're getting these very fine stones. So they haven't got to rock yet, but they still need to still have another pipe to put in, and they're going to drill some more. Hopefully they get there. It's really interesting to see the ground change from this red Mongolian soil to these really fine stones. It's really great. But it's starting to get wetter and wetter. Soon this is going to be mud everywhere, I'm sure. Hard job. So now they've cut off the last of the pipe. So now they're going to do some serious drilling. And let's see how far they need to drill down. 8 o'clock at night now. The guys who are drilling the well are calling it for the day. They've been drilling from 1 o'clock this afternoon until now. They've got to their target, which was 60 meters, and they still haven't found water yet. So they're estimating that they're going to probably have to go to about 90 meters. So they're going to come tomorrow morning and continue drilling. So that's it for tonight, guys. We're going to call it for tonight as well, and we will catch up with you tomorrow and continue this drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Hopefully have water tomorrow.
Hopefully get water, and they get it at 90 or less, which will be fantastic. Guys, we will see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. So good morning, guys, welcome back. This is day 2 of the well drill. The guys should be arriving soon and we can continue drilling to find the water. Yesterday, as I said, they got to 60 meters. They think that we need to go at least another 10 meters down, maximum another 30 meters to find the water. And when we find it, hopefully it's going to pop and there's going to be lots of water. That's what we're hoping for. So yeah, really exciting day to get this done. Came to inspect how it's going this morning, and all the black stone. I don't know what you call it or what type of stone it is. Try to ask the guys if it's gravel or if it's what the type of Mongolian stone it is, but couldn't find the English word. So anyway, this is what they've been digging up. So it's going to be interesting to see how much further. But they really think it's going to pop soon. So it's getting a bit muddy here, but hopefully there's going to be a lot more mud and water. So they left all their equipment and all their trucks ready to start this morning. One of the guys slept in the truck last night. I feel a bit sorry for him because it got to just below 0 last night, so I'm sure it was not a very comfortable cold sleep. But these Mongolians are tough. They know what cold is, so I'm sure he managed just fine. He's just sitting there waiting for all his friends to come. So the guys have arrived. They've got some new piping, which I have no idea about what it's for. We will find out. Now we get to start. That was really cool to see. So every time they go down 3 meters at a time, and then when they get 3 meters down, then they pump it with air and push out all the water. That's why you're getting these like mini water spouts as it's clearing the hole. Now they're going for another 3 meters. So we got to 80 meters, and I think they're happy with that. They now just keep pumping air in there, pushing the water out, and checking the clarity of the water to make sure they're happy with it. But I think that's as deep as we need to go. Well, they're very happy with 80 meters. They've been looking at the water quality, and they're very, very, very happy with all the black stone that they got. It's going to be a great filter. The nice thing here that they're going to install the pump for us. We don't have to do that, so that's included. All these pipes, they're PVC pipes. They're going to run those down all the way to 80 meters as well. So that's fantastic. So now what they're doing is they're busy pulling out all the drill lines they're pulling out, and then they're going to install the PVC pipe, and he's busy working on the pump now. So happy days. Not long to go and we can have some water for the house again. Cool.
Great.
So this is the pump that we're going with. It's an 𝐸𝐴 Italian made. We know that it's a 2-wire pump, and they guarantee me that this is going to be strong enough for the needs that we need on the homestead here. Pretty much 2 different types of pumps, single phase and then 3-phase. This one has 2 wires so that the controller is actually built inside the pump, so we don't have to have a separate controller outside. These pros and cons for going with both. I think for our needs it's easier to have it built in, and then if we go solar panel, this is the right pump for the solar panel. Hello! So finally we got our well installed. It's a bit echoey. Hello, hello. Imagine somebody answers me back.
Hello, hello.
So now the main well is drilled. They're going to install the PVC pipe, and then once they have the PVC pipe, then we can put in the pump.
No, don't do that.
One stone.
If I drop my phone there. Wow, awesome.
What a sound!
Can you do that again?
Come closer. So, listen to this stone. I'm gonna take 1 stone. Can you focus? So, listen to this sound. Very cool.
This is the technique to how to install the pipe. PVC pipe.
So now they have finished installing the PVC piping, and it has a little hole on the one side where the electrical cable is going to come in, and of course the water is going to come out the top.
Нэгээс одоо тооныхоо яроолоос танаа чинь 14 м л дээшээ тавьж чинь зүг нацаас чинь 1 м байгаа шүү дээ.
So it's gonna hang the pipe, but from underneath to pipe is like 15 meters. The electric cable and 1 support cable.
자 요. Хөө юу хүн дэштэй. 15 метрийн доор.
Also, about 15 meters of water. Really shallow.
That's good, yeah?
Yeah. So that means pump is going to be placed like 50 meters under the water.
Тэргүй доороогоос чинь дэшээ түрээд хөөрч шүү дээ.
Is that the white pump is 60 meters long? Because of the pump is hanging on inside the water. I was thinking that the white one, what's that for? I was thinking, now I get it. The water's coming in.
dry. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
Hello everybody!
Hello everybody.
So eventually it is all done. Fantastic that we have the well installed. We have to let it run for a day or two just until it's really clear. Once we have it all clear, we'll send a sample off to the lab and we will get back to you on that, how or what the quality of the water is. But as we said, it's mainly not for drinking. We're going to wait for the results to see before we drink it, but otherwise it's just water for the house, for washing, showering, cleaning and things like that. And of course for watering the garden and gardening. Really great. So the final estimate on it, the well is 80 meters deep. The water level is at 16 meters, which is really good. We're having really great water pressure, really great water flow. So fantastic job. This company did a really good job. We're thankful for them. The total on this was 12 million Mongolian turu, which comes up to about $4,700, which in compared to paying for a well like this in the US, that's about half the price at least, or even cheaper than that.
Third, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a top flowing well, so we need to insulate it for the winter so it doesn't freeze. So we got that to sort out, but otherwise really happy. We don't have to buy water anymore and fill up the water tanks, so that's a really good step.
If you guys have any question, so write down on the comment section.
That will be really great to hear from you guys. So guys, that's it from us, Simple Wild Living. Thank you so much for all your support and we will see you really soon.
Let's do it. This is how they make it pipe into the hole. PVC pump. No, pipe.